This is the S26 Ultra and it almost certainly needs a case. So I've gone ahead and tried 10 different cases ranging from the cheapest, most budget-friendly options all the way up to the most unique luxury options that you can buy. These are the top 10 cases for the S26 Ultra. First is one of my all-time favorites. It's the Sunset Iron button case from Pitaka. It's one of the more expensive ones. It comes in at around $60, but is definitely worth the price. It's also one of the most unique, one of the thinnest, and it has a genuinely useful feature that no other case has. We've obviously got that awesome sunset color theme, which you just don't see anywhere else, a detailed weave texture, and 3 customizable buttons. And these are not cutouts for your power and volume. These are actually on the other side. These are additional buttons you can actually assign different actions to. Honestly, find me a cooler idea. The case itself is what I describe as a lower mid-tier for protection, but top-tier aesthetics and use case. It's not got the insane rugged corners of some of the other cases in this video, but it is going to handle your everyday drops just fine and definitely protect from minor scuffs. It's also going to come with magnets in the back of the case, so you can clip this to your MagSafe accessories. Magnets are more than strong enough as well, so no worries there. And if you did want to, you can go ahead and pick up a matching magnetic wallet too. It was a stunning case to kick the video off, but if you do like that Aramid fiber look, check out this case from Aulumu. This is the ultra slim Aramid fiber case for the S26 Ultra from Aulumu, and I think it is the thinnest case that I've seen as of yet. Such a snug fit, the quality feels amazing, and it's actually got really strong magnets despite it being so thin. Definitely on the lower end for protection, but high end on design. It's even got a temperature gauge on the back around the metal housing, which is just such a cool addition. It looks awesome with a silver shadow S26 Ultra I've got here, and honestly, it's got that barely there feel to it. It is slightly more expensive, coming in around $60 again, but if you wanted something a little bit more protective and cheaper, I'm actually going to throw in a bonus case for you. This is their frosted case, and I really like it. Its official name is the Aulumu Frosted Glow Case, and well, that's because it glows in the dark. You also get a really nice textured grip around the edges, a little bit more protection around the volume buttons, and the buttons that actually go on top are actually made of metal, so really great quality. You also get a metal camera housing around the top, so really great value around the $30 to $40 mark. I mean, what more could you really want? Well, probably magnets, and it does have magnets built in as well, and they're really strong, much like their other case. The S26 Ultra is not a light phone, and it's been held up absolutely fine. I'd actually comfortably put this on a MagSafe accessory in my car and let it bounce around. It really is holding on there. Anyway, the past few cases have been very 2026, very modern and almost sci-fi like, but I just want to show off a really classic case now. This one is from Noreve, and it's honestly one of my favorite luxury cases that you can buy for the S26 Ultra. It's using finer materials like full grain leather, and it has a modular system that just stands out from the rest. You can actually go ahead and pick all of your materials and your colors for a more custom experience, but once you go ahead and buy the base case, you then have even more options. You can add a smaller wallet case like you see on other brands, but they also have these really awesome passport style add-ons, and they all work with the magnets in the base case. They've got several different styles to choose from, and what I really love is that you can really quickly and easily detach the wallet case as well. So if you do need to go back to the base case for a slimmer profile, you can do that in seconds and just slip it back into your pocket. Going back to the design, I mean, the case feels like a new car. It's around about a medium thickness, but also I'd say gives you the high end on protection. It really is quite thick and sturdy in comparison to some of the other cases we've tested so far. Obviously, because it's got that magnetic modular system, it does have magnets in it, so it will work with your MagSafe accessories, much like all the other cases. Now, if that wasn't doing it for you, that's absolutely fine. If you like that high-end luxury look, I've got another suggestion for you. This one is from Casebellé, and oh my goodness, the unboxing experience was truly magical for a phone case. I mean, I've never really seen anything like it. You get this really awesome pouch and beautiful packaging. It really feels like you're unboxing some high-end jewelry, and the case itself is genuinely top-tier quality, not too heavy, which is really important. But again, with this, you kind of get that new car feeling. You've got this almost like Alcantara feel on the inside, nice and soft. The case itself is pretty rigid, it's quite stiff, there's not much flex there at all, but it feels really sturdy. Despite all that as well, it's actually incredibly light. If we flip around to the back there, we've got this really cool metal camera housing, which again just adds not only to the aesthetics, but the quality and protection as well. We've also got that metal on the side there for your volume button and your Gemini button as well. And then at the bottom there, we've got cutouts for your S Pen and your USB-C as well. Really awesome case, definitely one of my favorites. They're using really really high-end leathers. They actually come in several different colors as well, and you can even get your logos and names embossed. And because of how the whole unboxing experience is and the way that the packaging comes across, I mean, I think this would make a really great present for a friend or family member. There will be links to all of these cases in the description in order of how they've been featured in the video, or you can scan the QR codes on screen now. Also, whilst you're here, I've just made a crazy move and left my job and gone full-time YouTube, so please like and subscribe. Anyway, we've done a few of the finer, more luxury cases. We've also done the super thin, kind of aesthetically pleasing cases, but now I want to go for protection first. This is the Mous Limitless case in black speckle for the S26 Ultra. This is probably the case that most of you are actually going to end up buying, to be honest, and honestly, I completely understand why. If you're a long-term viewer of the channel, you'll know that I've been a massive fan of Mous cases, and this one does not disappoint. It's MagSafe and Qi2 compatible, but most importantly, the shockproof protection is genuinely excellent. I actually had the Mous Limitless case for my S25 Ultra and only exclusively used that case for the whole year. And the S25 Ultra is looking in top tier condition. There's literally not a scratch on it. And believe me, I had more drops than I want to admit. What I really like about these cases as well is that although they are safety first and a little bit more rugged, they look absolutely insane. I had the silver pearl version last year, which I just thought looked amazing. And then this year I've gone for the black speckle. Anyway, if you want a no fuss case that just says everything well, there will be a link in the description for it. Now, a little bonus for you, throughout this episode, you will have seen me using these to test the magnets on the cases. And I think they're actually a pretty essential accessory. So we're just going to take a look at these. This one is the Aulumu G09 and this is the Spigen O-ring. They're very similar, but also very different. They pretty much do the same things though. Basically what they do is they go onto the back of your case like so, and they'll be able to hold your phone up if the case has got magnets in it. But also you can twist them around, pop out the stand like so, and it'll actually support your phone in either vertical or horizontal position. The Aulumu one, again, is pretty much the same, just with a bit more of an aesthetically pleasing design, but also you get this cool glow in the dark thing as well in the center there, which, I mean, that's pretty awesome, right? I will put links to both of these in the description. Not only are they good for gripping your phone a little bit easier or watching videos at your desk, you can also attach them to other magnetic accessories like a lamppost, for example, and actually use your phone as a tripod. They've actually got a lot of use cases, so I will pop a link to both of these in the description. I really do think you should get one or the other to go with whatever case that you pick. Anyway, back to the cases now. We've covered quite a few expensive cases during this episode, so now let's take a look at some of the more interesting, more budget-friendly cases. This is the BESINPO case. It actually comes under a lot of different names. You'll find it all over Amazon under different aliases, but it actually comes in a fraction of the price of most of the other cases we've looked at, and it also comes with 2 tempered glass screen protectors in the box. 2 at this price, I mean, alone is kind of insane. The case itself is a translucent matte black design. Now, I'll be honest, you can tell the difference in quality compared to something like the Mous case or something from Casebellé, for example, but for what you're paying is genuinely impressive. It's MagSafe compatible, got a military grade shockproof certification, and the matte finish actually does a pretty decent job of hiding fingerprints, which is a really nice bonus. Only real gripe is that some of the buttons feel a tiny bit mushy in comparison to some of the other premium cases we featured, but if you're someone who just wants solid protection, magnets, and a couple of screen protectors thrown in without breaking the bank, this is actually a genuinely good shout. And speaking of budget-friendly cases that punch above their weight, the TOCOL case is another budget option, but this one's got a pretty neat party trick. It's got a built-in 360-degree rotating ring stand that folds completely flat when you're not using it. So you've got the kickstand for watching videos, a ring grip for one-handed use, and it doubles as a MagSafe compatible mount, so you don't need to go and buy one of those 2 MagSafe grips that I showed you earlier. The case itself is slim, it's translucent matte on the back, similar vibe to the BESINPO case in terms of aesthetics, but with the kickstand that really does elevate the case's use case. I've actually given this some good testing time with my S26 Ultra, and honestly, having the flip out kickstand at the back of the case really does make a difference. It really is a great fuss-free option if you don't want to be going and buying extra accessories. The only thing I would say is because of the cheaper price, the build quality isn't quite matching some of the other cases from this video. That being said, if you like the idea of the flip out stand but don't like the idea of paying for a budget case for your really expensive phone, check out this one. This is the TORRAS 360-degree Ostand Q3 VegSkin case. I've got to be honest, it's actually probably the most well-rounded case in this entire list, and I don't say that lightly. It's got the VegSkin finish, which is basically a luxury vegan leather feel. It's MagSafe compatible. You've got a 12-foot military drop protection, which is amongst the best I've seen, and it's also got a built-in rotating stand, which is similar to the last case, but it just feels a lot more refined and sturdy. This is one of those cases that if you pick it, you just know it's going to cut above the rest. The weight feels right, the buttons have got a really satisfying click to them, and the VegSkin material genuinely feels like real leather, but without the price tag that comes with it. If we're saying that the Mous case is the best all-rounder for protection and aesthetics, I'd say the TORRAS case is the best all-rounder with a kickstand. Anyway, now I've covered a lot of slim, mid-range, luxury, budget cases, but what if you want a case that gives you protection and also allows you to carry your cards around in it? Well, this is the Ottakin wallet case, and it's the most different case in the entire video. And I will also say that Ottakin also go by different names, so if you can't find it on Amazon, it might be under a slightly different name. Again, there will be links in the description as best I can. Anyway, this thing is basically a mini wallet and phone case combined. You've got space for around 4 to 5 cards, a built-in kickstand, RFID blocking so your contactless cards can't be getting skimmed, and full camera protection. It's also got military grade shockproof credentials too. Now, don't hate me for saying this, but I actually really like wallet cases for specific situations. When I'm nipping to the shops or going for a quick coffee, I genuinely don't want to carry a separate wallet with me, and I also don't like faffing around with my phone all that much, so Ottakin does do a really good job of solving that problem. The trade-off, of course, is bulk. This is by far the thickest case in this video. You are essentially strapping a wallet to an already pretty massive phone, so you've got to be comfortable with that. But if you are, the build quality is actually really decent for the price point. The card slots are snug, the kickstand works really well, and it does genuinely make your life that little bit easier when you're out and about. It's not going to be for everyone, but for the right person, I reckon this case is going to be a real winner. I've got another case to show you though, and then one bonus pick. This one is probably one of the best value cases from the whole video. This is the ivoler 3-in-1, and I think it's the cheapest case in the whole video, and for what you get, it's honestly a bit ridiculous. You get the magnetic case itself, which is actually shockproof and has a nice matte finish, plus 2 screen protectors in the box. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is going to rival the Mous or even the TORRAS case. It's not, but for someone who's blown all of their budget on the S26 Ultra and wants immediate protection without spending too much, this is a pretty fantastic starting point. The magnets work fine, the case fits snugly, and having those screen protectors included just saves you a little bit of extra money. This is what I'd call a really great in-between case. If you want to spend a bit more money in the future on a premium case, this is a really good throwaway case if you don't want to break the bank. Now, I promised a bonus pick for you, and Spigen actually make their own S26 Ultra cases as well, and I actually picked this one up direct from Samsung. Now, it looks like your bog standard frosted case for the S26 Ultra, and it kind of is, but it does have a slightly unique feature which I absolutely love, way more than I thought I would, and it's this textured finish on the side. You've got this really great texture that just stops the case from slipping out your hand. It's actually a really well-made case, and it's not actually sitting at a crazy high price point as well. It's actually very sensibly priced. You've got all of your buttons, all of your cutouts, and it works really well with Spigen's own MagSafe O-ring accessory. I mean, it's a great all-rounder if you want something that's pretty simple at a decent price point. Be sure to comment your favorite case from this video, and also check out my genuine thoughts on the S26 Ultra in the top left or right corner now. See you in the next one.